Today we're launching Good Food Nation, which is our discussion document on the next stage of Scotland's very successful food and drink policy. We've seen a huge food and drink revolution in Scotland over the last few short years alone. We want to build on that economic success, build on the fact that more and more people are taking an interest in where their food and drink is from than ever before. But we still have big challenges. We have Scotland's diets, we've got Scotland's health record, and we can enjoy even more of the healthy, good seasonal produce on our own doorstep, as well as get more economic and environmental benefits from the way we produce and consume food and drink in Scotland. But we want to really transform Scotland into a good food nation, and that's what this is all about, this discussion document. We want to have a national debate on the next stage, and that's because what we eat, of course, has got an implication for our health, as well as our environment and our economy. So we have some ironies. We have the fact that we do produce this fantastic produce on our own doorstep, but we've got some health issues and diet issues in Scotland. We should enjoy even more of our own produce on our own doorstep.
So we're at Bridgend Community Allotments to launch what is a pretty lofty ambition and an important aspiration for Scotland to become a good food nation. Think about what that might mean for us and how we carry on the revolution that's been happening in food and drink in this country. We've come a long way. I mean, I grew up in a generation that didn't really have any education on food at school. I'm seeing my own kids now at primary school really starting to change. We're in a nation now of 70 farmers markets up and down the country where there were none only 15 years ago. So we've definitely come a long way, but there's a long way to go yet. And if we're really honest about it, food and drink is a success story in Scotland. And we measure that on economic data and millions of pounds in sales. But actually, when we look at some of the really challenging issues around diet and community engagement, there's a long way to go still.
I think when people come to the award-winning Café St Honoré, of course, they're looking for a story behind their food. Where does it come from? And more people are asking questions. You know, where do the dirty carrots come from? And where does the venison come from? And why is it so good? You know, we're looking for words like provenance and traceability and integrity with our food. And certainly, we write the names of farms on our menus, so that certainly comes across. A good food nation means to me good food for all, basically. Food that is good, clean and fair, and that is grown locally and harvested seasonally. We have everything here in Scotland to make a great success of our food policy, I suppose. We have, the trout in the glens and the lochs, and we have the deer on the hill, and we grow wonderful vegetables. We have the perfect climate for everything, I suppose.
Well, I think what we've experienced over the last few short years alone is a food and drink revolution in Scotland. More and more people are taking an interest in where their food and drink is from. It's a huge economic success story. People around the world want to enjoy Scottish food and drink produce. So we can build on that, but at the same time we do know we've got some health related issues and diet related issues in Scotland. So we want to encourage people to eat more healthily and nutritiously, and that's a huge opportunity for Scotland, as well as continue to get economic benefits as well, and even other issues like cutting down the amount of food waste. So food affects so much of our society. If we can become a good food nation, there's huge benefits for people individually, their health, their well-being and their economy.